So I have two of these Workmates, the old Black & Decker Workmates. This is actually mine, and it had these old particle board top on it. And it got left out in the rain a few times and they swelled up. It was giving me problems. And with all this reclaimed oak, I was finding pieces I really couldn't use, and I decided to use some for it. Now the other thing I did is I made it a little longer by 3 inches, 1.5 inches on either side, because I also found when you go to put something on here and put a clamp on, where the actual brackets and everything were here, you didn't have a lot of meat here to bite onto with a clamp or work with a board or whatever. So I made it a little bit longer, and I also made the sliding board wider for the same reason. Again, you always had these, arms in the way. This is a fairly cheap one. It's a newer version, the WorkMate 300. I also have this one, which is my father's original one. And as you can see, I use them a lot. See, I use them for just about everything. They hold my table saw. I wasn't going to play with this one, but because it's actually a lot more rugged. It's got the cast aluminum frame, and it's just much better built. It's heavier, but it's starting to have wobbles and issues, and that came out so nice looking. I think I'm going to do the same thing to this. What I haven't done yet is put the clamping holes for the dogs in it. I did one on this. I am probably going to do more. It's not perfect, it's not level. This board was warped. This one's got a bunch of holes in it. I just did it with pieces I didn't think I could use elsewhere. I think this one, I'm actually going to select some pretty beefy, nice couple of pieces. Do it about the same. I may actually make this even longer. And it just looks nice. I thought this was going to make it heavier. It actually didn't. That's actually heavier than the yoke is at 3/4 inch. Now that is 1 inch and 1/8. This is just under 1 inch. It's about 7/8 of an inch thick now. But I think that's plenty. So I think we're going to do this one over. There's whole chunks of it missing. So yeah, let's take it apart and let's use the other one to help do it. And I'm going to need glasses. As you can see, this is one of the reasons I'm doing it. This thing's starting to peel apart. My father had tack nailed it back together. It's just getting beat up. I mean, it's old, but it works beautifully. It just needs a new top. So that's what we're going to do. Take this one off, put those on, and done. Because they're all metal. These are plastic and they have keyholes here and here and the bolt that goes through. This is all screwed from underneath. So I think I can just flip it over, unscrew the old ones, set it up, and screw the new ones on. Let's find out. And it looks like exactly what's going on here. So the only thing I gotta do is space this. I don't know if you can see it right here. Space it for this. Pretty much this back edge is just off of it. I may add these later. I think I probably will. But for now, let's get these off and replaced with a new one, actually. So I do that, and I'm going to screw one. And then I just butt it into the other one. I'm good to go. So, looking out, these are the same drive as a normal 1/4 inch drive socket. So I don't even need a socket. I can use an extender like this. Just snap it on there and back it out. Let's take the smaller one. Figure out which side I want down and out. I have a lot of bug damage here, some damage here, but the actual face here is pretty good. This one's a little damaged, so I'll leave this on the outside, and I'll also leave it down, I think, which is up here. But and then I have this here. I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but there's some bug damage, but again, it's a clamp board. So if I take this, for now, that's actually pretty good. Again, it's just a worktop. It looks way better and stronger than what was there. This one's thicker, but I think I'll have no problems adding the pads that this one had. Just like this. These were just nailed on. They were actually originally glued on. But you can see here it's split open. My father put nails in it over the years. But I think these will be better. I am going to cut it down, I think. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do that right now. Give it a little sanding and get rid of the notches. We're good to go. Let's do some sanding. So there you have it. It's pretty much done. I might go back and sand the bottom of this. I'm going to see if I can tighten this up somehow. But now I have two oak topped Black & Decker Workmates using old scrap oak.